A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. In the name of Almighty Allah, I will start today's lecture. It is 15th of September 2020, Tuesday, according to Gregorian calendar, and it is 26th of Muharram al-Haram 1442 Hijri, that's Muslim calendar, and 31st of Badun 2077 Bikrumi. I welcome all the students of Boys Higher Secondary School Tarthpura and especially well wishers who are not yet connected. So humbly request to those very people, they will see, recite and keenly and carefully. I will start today's topic. It is for 12th class students environmental science, that is LC, LD50 and LC50. These are lethal doses. Dear students, LD50 is lethal dose of toxic waste. It's a lethal dose of the toxic waste at which 50% of the experimental animals die. 50% of the experimental animals die. Animals die as a result of oral injection. Dear students, LD stands for lethal dose. Lethal dose of toxic waste at which 50% of experimental animals die as a result of oral injection. It is one way to measure the short-term poisoning potential. Poisoning potential. It is one way to measure the short-term poisoning potential. LD50 toxicity equal or greater than 50 milligram per kg. 50 milligram per kilogram is an observational dose of experimentals. Dear students, LD50 toxicity is equal or greater than 50 milligram per kilogram, an observational dose of experimental. So, dear students, LC50, it is also a lethal ambient concentration. It stands for lethal ambient concentration. These two are lethal doses. LD50 and LC50, both are lethal doses. So, LC50 is a lethal ambient concentration of the toxic material in which milligram per liter of air, milligram per liter of air causing 50% mortality. 50% mortality. To test rates during 4-hour inhalation. 4-hour inhalation. That students, the lethal ambient concentration of the toxic material in milligram per liter of air causing 50% mortality, to test rates during 4-hour inhalation. It is an inhalation dose with concentration of, this inhalation dose is with concentration of 2 milligram per kg. It shows the effect on single species. It shows the effect of single species. Dear students, LD50 is a lethal dose of the toxic wastes at which 50% of the experimental animals die. So LC50 is also a lethal ambient concentration of the toxic material. It causes an inhalation dose with a concentration of 2 milligram per kg. This mortality test is given to the rates during 4-hour inhalation. Its This effect is given as single dose. So, Environmental Protection Act. I will tell you about to some lines about Environmental Protection Act. Environmental Protection Act is a mission to protect the environment. It was established in 1970. Established in 1970 by the then US President Richard Nixon. EPA considers as ignitability whether the waste catches fire. Ignitability, it has igneous temperature. Ignitability. Ignitability is the igneous temperature is the temperature at which a substance catches fire. So ignitability states us whether the waste substance catches fire or not. And second one is corrosivity. When corrosion takes place, corrosivity. These are the environmental protection activities. It states that whether the waste substance destroys metal. Ignitability shows the temperature, shows the substance, shows that very temperature at which substance catches fire. Substance catches fire. It shows the substance corrosivity, whether it can destroy the metal. So third one is toxicity. Toxicity. Dear students, toxicity shows that the substance threatens this waste substance threatens the health. Threatens the health. What type of waste material is in contains? Reactivity, the substance reacts and causes pollution. Reactivity, the substance reacts and causes explosion. And the student, fifth one is whether the waste material is listed as dangerous. Is it dangerous or not? So I will explain once again here. Environmental Protection Activity cages as ignitability, whether the substance catches fire. At which temperature substance catches fire? Corrosivity shows whether it destroys metals or not. Toxicity shows that how much it threatens the health, how much it is poisonous, how much it can cause any type of illness towards the health. Reactivity shows whether it reacts and causes explosions or not. And fifth one is whether the waste substance is listed as hazardous, dangerous or not. So these were some lines about the LD50 and LC50 and also the Environmental Protection Act. وما علينا إلا البلاغ المبين.